A few months ago, I went on a rant on my reseller Instagram, and I have never had so many people respond to an Instagram story or ask me to do a YouTube video of my Instagram story. So that's what today's video is. In today's video, I'll be going over one of my biggest reseller pet peeves and a specific example to show why that's one of my biggest pet peeves. If you're new to my channel, my name's Amber and I am a part-time reseller. I make videos on YouTube about reselling clothing and shoes on the Poshmark app. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people brag about being a six-figure reseller or talk about how their goals are to become a six-figure reseller. My first reaction when I first heard someone say that they were a six-figure reseller was, holy, this person takes home over $100,000 profit from reselling. That is amazing. Shortly after that, I learned that the term six-figure reseller means that they have gross sales of $100,000, not net profit. So just to be clear, gross sales does not include any expenses. It doesn't include the fees that the selling platform takes out. It doesn't include the upfront cost for the item that you sold. It doesn't include the cost of employees if you have employees. It doesn't include rental for a warehouse or storage unit. It is just your gross sales amount. So just in case you're one of the people that thinks that when people said six-figure reseller that they mean profit, before I went on the rant on Instagram, I did put a poll up on my Instagram asking people, when someone says they are a six-figure seller, does this mean total sales amount or total profit after cost of goods sold and fees? And 87% of people said that it means total sales. And I am pretty sure that whenever someone says that they are a six-figure reseller, they mean that their gross sales are six figures. So now I'm going to go into a very specific example that will illustrate why this is a pet peeve of mine. So let's say you have two resellers. Reseller number one buys their items for $3 and resells them for $20. Reseller number two buys their items for $35 and resells them for $60. Let's assume that in 1 year, they both sell the exact same number of items, 1,670 items. Reseller number one will have gross sales of $33,400. Reseller number two will have gross sales of $100,200 and will become a coveted six-figure reseller. However, and this is the main point of this video, their net profit after cost of goods sold and fees, assuming that they both have 20% fees, is the exact same at $21,710. I will put in a clip here of the entire calculation in case you are someone who wants to pause the video and look through the example in detail. Now, seller number one, with only $33,000 in sales, cannot say that they are a six-figure reseller, but seller number two can, yet their net profit, their take-home pay, is exactly the same. And this is why when people talk about being a six-figure reseller or aspiring to become a six-figure reseller, it always just makes me cringe a little. I really think that your goals and your aspirations should be focused on the net number, and that is the main point of this rant. You should be focusing on your net profit and not your gross sales. You should be making decisions based on what drives up your net profit, not what drives up your gross sales. Reseller number one also has a lot less risk and a much higher return on their investment than reseller number two, who was the six-figure reseller. So reseller number one invested just over $5,000 in order to get a net profit of $21,710. This is a return on investment of 433%. Reseller number two invested $58,450 to get a net profit of $21,710. So this is a return on investment of 37%. And on top of that, reseller number two took on a lot more risk by investing a lot more capital into their business. I'm sure there are many of you watching this who have a strong opinion about what I'm saying. If you do, whether you agree or disagree with me, please write it in the comments down below. I am an actuary in my full-time job, and I've been told by many people that that bleeds through to my videos as they tend to be more on the analytical side. So if you are someone who likes reselling and likes videos that are a little bit more analytical, please think about subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys all for watching, and stay tuned because as always, I will have a new video out soon.